Let's get down to business and take a look at 9 mountain bike products that I've been using and see if they're any good. There's an infinite number of things to smash into on the trail, and it's important to protect your noggin from the occasional crash. At $120, the Wildhorn Outfitters Corvair Pro MIPS helmet is a surprisingly good helmet. Wildhorn is a relatively new company based out of Utah. The helmet features 17 vents and large air channels running through the helmet to keep your head cool. The EVA foam liner has a nice firm feel and it keeps the helmet snug and comfortable. The liner has Iconic Plus antimicrobial technology, which should help keep your helmet from stinking up. And the fit can be adjusted with this dial on the back. You can further tune the fit with this extra set of liner pads. The visor is easily adjustable in case you like to go Enduro bro. Since we're on the subject of safety, a good pair of riding glasses will protect your eyes from the sun's UV rays, wind, and the occasional overhanging thorn bush. Wildhorn again comes through with their Radke shades. These have a nice wraparound profile that gives you a wide field of view. Do you prefer rimless sunglasses instead? Well, they've got you covered here too. The Radkes have a removable lower half that lets you run them as rimless. That also makes the lenses interchangeable. Most versions come with 3 lenses with 3 different levels of tint. The pair I got comes with a single photochromatic lens, which darkens and lightens depending on the level of sunlight. At $59.99, you get a nice case, lens cloth, and prescription inner frame, and they integrate well with the Corvair helmet. I like the looks of this helmet. It's not bulky, and the only issue I have is the lack of extra small and extra large sizing. Otherwise, this is a pretty nice helmet and I plan to keep using it. Considering it's fully certified and has MIPS rotational impact protection, as well as an antimicrobial liner, I'd say $120 for this helmet is a good price. If you're a cyclist and you're looking for space, a proper bike stand can free up space in your home. This stand was sent to me by CMC and it fits neatly in the corner of any room and keeps your bike out of the way. Assembly was fairly simple. Once put together, it was easy to move around. The height is adjustable to fit different bikes. I was a little concerned about the stability of the stand, but I tried it with several bikes and it held them up just fine. What I like about this rack is it keeps your tires off the wall. If you got a Jag for a landlord and you just don't like tire marks all over your wall, this is a good rack to have. The one thing I don't like about the rack is having to use the strap to keep the front wheel straight. Something integrated into the rack would be nice, but for the cost, I can overlook that. The only bikes that I can see not working are bikes with not enough seat post, like a dirt jumper or a downhill bike. Overall, I would say this is a fairly priced stand. The company is offering the viewers of the channel 10% off their purchase, so if this is something that suits your needs, I'll leave a coupon code in the description. If you watch this channel enough, you know that I'm a fan of Wolftooth components. They make some pretty nice bike products right here in the Midwest. One of my favorites is the Wolftooth Encase multi-tool. This tool fits right inside your handlebars for easy access. This tool has all the bits you'll need, including hex bits ranging from 2mm to 8mm. It'll have Phillips and flathead bits, has T10, T25, and even a T30 Torx bit, and it also has a spoke and valve core wrench. The tool is long enough to give you some leverage when trying to crack a stubborn bolt loose on the trail. The other half of the Encase tool is a nice chain breaker which holds a tubeless plug kit. Using these nifty sleeves, they'll fit in most handlebars. I've been using this tool for almost 3 years now, and you can tell from the condition of the tool. I love not having to remember to bring a multi-tool. The Encase is high quality. The bits are held in by magnets and reinforced with O-rings for good measure. I do have one criticism of the Encase tool. If you're racing and you need to fix things quick, fiddling with bits can be a bit problematic. But I would say that's not a big problem for most people. The Encase tool is made here in the USA and it's not cheap, but if you want to treat yourself to something nice, this is a great multi-tool. Flat tires happen, and that's why it's important to have a pump with you on the trails. The Crank Brothers Klic HV is a great option for mountain bikers because of one notable feature. It's a high volume pump. Most hand pumps you find on the market tend to be high pressure. meaning they're designed to pump up small volume tires like road tires. Mountain bike tires are much bigger and thus take a lot more air to fill them. A high volume pump is designed to do just that. That's exactly what the Klic HV is. The fill hose stores neatly in the handle and it works on Presta and Schrader valves. I have two versions of this pump, the Klic HV and the bigger Klic HV Guage plus CO2. The Guage version, as the name implies, has a built-in gauge in the hose. It also comes with a CO2 inflator. However, of the two, I'd recommend saving the $20 and sticking with the standard Klic HV. The gauge on the bigger version doesn't work all that well, and the CO2 inflators can be had cheap if you really needed one. Speaking of accurate pressure, the next item is a must-have if you're picky about that sort of thing. The Topeak Smartguage D2. This is a compact electronic pressure gauge that you can keep in your toolbox or bring with you along on the trail. It's a nice accessory to have if getting your pressures right is important. And it works on both Presta and Schrader valves. And while this product is mainly thought of as a tire pressure gauge, it can also be used on your suspension components. And why is that important? Well, think about every time you hook up your shock pump to your fork or shock. For you to get the pressure reading, air needs to fill up that hose. Whatever air that filled the hose gets released from your shock or fork, which can end up reducing your pressure anywhere between 5 and 20 psi. This means every time you check air pressure, you'll have to overfill to compensate for the loss of air. Since the Smart Gauge has no hose, it takes an immediate reading, and you lose very little, if any, air pressure. And that makes suspension setup a little easier. At $47 MSRP, it's not necessarily cheap, but it can be found for as little as $30 on many websites. With all the thousands of dollars spent on modern mountain bikes, $30 to make sure your tires and suspension are dialed doesn't seem all that bad. A nice set of Allen keys can be the difference between a properly torqued bolt and a stripped one. I've been using this set of hex keys from German toolmaker Wera for a long time now. These are a nice high quality set that have a unique head shape that, according to the company, improves contact with the bolt, thus reducing the risk of premature wear. The set is color coded and the handles are rounded for more comfort. The quality, fit, and finish are excellent. The Wera Hex Wrenches are a must-have in your toolbox if you like a quality tool. Changing tires can be a pain in the neck, and when I'm looking for help, I reach out to my friend, Pedros. Yes, the simple tire lever. And in my mind, there is no better lever than Pedros. And for $5, need I say more? And last on this list of 9 products is the $40 Fidlock Water Bottle system. It fell off during a bike ride, and it's gone. Well, that's it. Subscribe and hit the like button if you enjoyed this video. Links to all the products are in the description. I hope you enjoyed this leg of my journey. Thanks for watching.